Hello everyone, it is Republic Studs, and today we are here to do a quick review. It's the 75302, the Imperial Shuttle. Now this set comes with 660 pieces, it retails for $70, and is ages 9 and up. Now first you will start off, you'll notice a little print of the Death Star, as well as obviously the set. You'll also notice down there, you will see all of our special figures we get in this set, the Imperial Officer Luke and Darth Vader. And you'll switch to the back where they depict all of your play features in an Imperial or Death Star hangar. Now first off, we're going to be doing our first figure, which is technically considered unique, and it is Darth Vader. Now the reason this is considered unique is because it does come with his new leg print, but it does not come with arm prints as the previous versions did, which obviously you know my thoughts on. I'll give that at the end of the video. But yeah, so you'll notice it has all the nice printing. You will also notice, I believe it has back printing, which is very nice, and you even get the little thing up there. And you get Darth Vader, obviously he's holding his lightsaber. You pick up his helmet. You guys know the drill with this. He's smiling a little. He's a happy little dude. He got some scars on the back, and that is Darth Vader. Next up, we have another figure who I believe is an original of this set. I'm not 100% sure, but he's certainly, I feel like I've seen him before, and he's not anything unique particularly. But he is obviously a little pilot dude. He is the Imperial Officer, and he comes with, you know, some nice printing. I like the printing generally, back printing, obviously face printing, nice little cap with a print on there, and let's get into the next figure. Finally, we have the Death Star Dual Luke. Now, he is coming with a little bit of handcuffs, which are very nice, obviously. You get plain black legs, which is not so nice. You get this torso, which very much reminds me of, you know, sets I've gotten in the past, obviously Emperor Palpatine's duel. Like, these are all figures you'd get right now. I like how his one arm is, like, completely black. That just looks weird. But yeah, he gets his nice print here and on the back with a little pocket type thing there. And let's get into the build. Just start off by saying this thing is extremely small. For instance, here is my hand, like, right next to it. And for a Lego set, it should not be that small for a $70 price. For example, here's a 6-inch Captain Rex Black Series figure, and that is like half the size of it, it feels like, or even more. Like, it's like this tall compared to this. But yeah, so we're going to want to start off at the front. So first off, this is the way you lift up the cockpit, which I'm not a huge fan of. But in here, there is no control panels, you'll notice. There's absolutely nothing. You do get 2 stud shooters, which I'll show in a bit. But there is a nice area, and I think this fits fine. I personally like the old shuttle better, where you could, I believe, fit almost 3 figures if you really tried. This one, you couldn't fit more than 1 if you tried. And then it slips right back on just nicely. He fits fine. I think it's kind of disappointing there's no control panel. That kind of should be a standard, especially for a $70 set, but apparently it isn't. Now, you guys know how stud shooters work. They obviously look kind of weird here, and you will shoot them right off. Now, obviously, that's nothing too exciting. Obviously, this is the big complaint of the set, this bulky area down here, and that's completely understandable. It looks terrible. Now, first off, you'll notice at even the bottom, the little landing things are fine. I feel like for an Imperial Shuttle, you should have the ability to have a little ramp drop. Like, that just feels like a thing that has to happen, and it's just lacking in this set. Like, they really gave up on a lot. But then again, I have to save my thoughts for the end. But yeah, here are the 2 blasters. You get these identically on each side. I will say, I do like how they did these little side pieces here. I think this was very creative in the way they did this. And I think instead of using Technic, they did do a brick build, which was pretty nice. And let's get into the wings. Now, I'm going to move here just to show you, because it's obviously a little taller than the average set. But yeah, so this is how they fold out. Now, the big problem I obviously have with this is the way of how thin these wings are. There is no structure to them whatsoever. They obviously fold out pretty nicely, and it makes the set feel super clunky, especially because, like, these wings are super small, but this big one, the top one, is still super large. For example, compared to the old, original, better scaled shuttle, the wing is pretty much the exact same build minus a few Technic pieces, and pretty much down here, the downward area looks a little different, but it's like the same build. But you will notice there's this nice printed piece, and I think that's an amazing printed piece right there. I really like that. I also think the detailing up here is decent. I'll pull up the interior in a second, but first I want to point out on the back, we have some nice engines. I actually really like the way the engines were done. I believe these are back blaster cannons. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, let's open up the interior. Now, the way you do this is very reminiscent of older shuttle sets, where you would basically move a little pin and pop off the top. And that's sort of what you do here. You'll notice the interior of the little set here, which looks very nice, and I actually don't mind that. It looks pretty good. And here's yet another fault I have with this set. Now, first off, obviously, you can sit Luke down right here. There's enough area just to put him. And I believe if you try, you can take Darth Vader. There's a little area, I believe, for his hand. I'm just going to try to see if I could do this. And there's a thing I like, and I'm not sure if this was intentional or not, but there's a little crease back there. So I'm not sure if that's meant for his cape. I'm going to try to see if it adjusts it if I can. But I think that looks good. And you'd fit Vader and Luke in there perfectly. And I believe even these little slots are meant for their lightsabers. So you can slip each lightsaber in here. I don't believe anyone else has talked about that. And if you want to, you know, hold the pistol, there's a little area to hold the officer's pistol, and I guess Luke will have to be in handcuffs when talking to Dad Vader. But it's a very tight thing, but the definite benefit from this is you actually get access to the whole interior, if you consider that a benefit. I mean, the other one, it was very hard to get access. I'll show you that now. I mean, in here, it would be very hard. You'd have to, like, reach in and try to grab stuff. I mean, you got it. It was just, like, very difficult. I have yet to close it up with figures inside, so we'll see how that looks, and it actually looks like it turned out pretty well. Okay, now it is time for me to get into my full thoughts, so that was the quick review, and now here are my thoughts. Now, I own every LEGO Star Wars 2021 set except the Junior's X-Wing, and out of all the downscaled sets, I feel like this one had to be the most disappointing. Now, with the other ones, I actually found some redeeming quality, like you'll even look up there. I thought the TIE Fighter actually looked decent for what it was, and the price it was. I thought the X-Wing also had a decent figure selection, and I thought, you know, just for the price it was okay, but this feels like a cheap out. Like, I feel like the X-Wing is way more valuable than this set, and you're paying like 30 bucks more, and I honestly don't see what you're getting the value in. This one has 660 pieces, that one has about 480, that one has 4 figs, this one has 3, and I know it's a big difference, like there's 100, 200 pieces, and these are obviously bigger pieces, but I just don't see it. Like, the figures in this set could not be worse. Like, has to be one of the worst figure selections. Like, I think this set probably could have been saved if they threw in some sort of special, you know, decent figure. They could have thrown in Luke in his Endor appearance. They could have thrown in, like, they didn't even add an extra Stormtrooper. Like, something. Like, it's just missing out on something. And I don't think they could have literally done a worst possible, like, figure selection. Now, the build itself for 80 bucks just feels disappointing. Like, I look at other sets that you could get for this price. You could probably get the X-Wing and, you know, maybe the Mandalorian set, and I feel like that's a better value. And there are just so many $60 sets, I feel like, way more, or $70 sets that are way more valuable than this. And again, I don't like the thinness. I know it's supposed to be downscaled and cheapened, but it feels cheap. I mean, I guess that's what you're getting for, but you're already paying $70, so what's the point next spending the extra 10 and, you know, really putting the extra, you know, oomph in it? And I think literally, I honestly think if they had a somewhat decent, like, original figure for this, like if they had some sort of special molded new version of Chewbacca, like literally anything, I think it would have saved the set. But because the figure selection is so garbage, and they didn't even include Vader with arm printing, I think I'm going to give this set a solid 5 out of 10. Like, I'm not going to give it any lower than that because it's an okay set, but I really, like, I do not hate it, it's just not great. Like, I really don't like that much of it. I kind of regret buying it, but I wanted to give my thoughts on it because I've been crapping on it, and I really wanted to, you know, give you all my honest opinion. And with that said, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe, and if you enjoy these quick reviews, please let me know, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.